And welcome to another edition of the most consistent, prolific, and dedicated uploads in YouTube history. This is the dynamic Seanzviewent on YouTube.com. Make sure to like this video and subscribe. I said on this channel it would be pro wrestling, WWE-oriented, WWE-related content. As long as it pertains to wrestling, that's what I'm going to do, that's what I'm going to say, and that's how the show is going to go. Now, here on Seanzviewent, I often see the comments and the messages, and quite frankly, the comparisons. Sean, you remind me of Vince Russo. You talk like him, you act like him, your mannerisms, a variety of different things matches you up to Vince Russo. Are you related to him? Do you know him? There's all these variables. And here's the thing, I'm a big fan of Vince Russo. I'm a big fan of his mindset, where he came from, where he's at, the brand, and everything that Vince Russo represents. Sure, he's made his fair share of mistakes. He's done his wrongdoings, but who hasn't? Nobody's perfect. I'm sure a lot of decisions that he has made, he has stood by, and I'm sure some decisions he might question and say, well, maybe I could have changed things, or maybe he stood by everything he has done because he believed in it. Because here on Seanzviewent, I believe in standing up for myself, and I believe in being myself. So if people are going to come on here and make up a suggestion or comparisons saying that I look like, or I act like, or I talk like, that's the big thing. I talk like Vince Russo. Well, you know what? If you're going to make the comparison to Seanzviewent and the former TNA, WCW, and WWE head creative writer who did not, under no circumstance, did not have a hand, that's what I'm talking about, a hand, did not have a hand in putting WCW out of business. The people that come on here and manipulate and criticize and hate Vince Russo, saying that he was the one, he's responsible, solely responsible, because he was the writer, you have to be absolutely out of your damn mind. Vince McMahon, which you could see the tie in there, Vince McMahon, Vince Russo, who at one time were very close. Obviously, the creativeness and the ideas, and it went through Vince McMahon, and, things happened in the Attitude Era. Vince Russo's mind, his imagination, what he concocted, it was so great. It was so influential. It was so, mesmerizing. It kept you on the edge of your seat. And McMahon and Russo would, go hand in hand. All right, I'll write the script. Here's it to Vince. He'll make these little changes here and there, maybe, and not too much revising, not too much manipulating, not much editing probably going on. But I just wanted to come on here and say I have no problem. I don't take it as an insult to say that I might look like, act like, or talk like, or mannerisms are like Vince Russo. Because if you're going to make that suggestion, if you're going to say that you're similar, or are you familiar with Vince Russo? I know all about Vince Russo. I've read his books. I see his podcast. I'm subscribed to him. I watch every video the guy puts out on YouTube. I'm a huge follower and supporter, and I'm not going to come on here and deny that fact. I'm not afraid to say and believe what it is, because the bottom line is that's what it is. I'm not going to come on here and tell you something that I'm not about, or something that... The bottom line is I'm a fan of Vince Russo, and I will continue to be a fan of his because of what he did to the WWE brand and how he branched it out and made it such a positive environment, and such an environment that we may never see again. Like I said, his mind, his brain, his thoughts. The guy gets a lot of unwarranted hate. He probably gets death threats. A lot of the same things that I get. But I just wanted to come on here and clear the air that I am all for Vince Russo. I may have not agreed with everything he's ever done, but I think the majority of it definitely stood the test of time. It walked the line. It changed the game. And you know what? You can blame Vince Russo for a lot of, things that have went down in professional wrestling, whether it be TNA or WCW. But at the end of the day, Vince Russo always did what he thought in his heart of hearts was best and what would draw the viewer in. And here on Seanzviewent, that's what I want to do. Maybe it's the blueprint. Maybe Vince Russo has set out the blueprint for Seanzviewent Entertainment for me to put more emphasis on it and to dictate the other momentum that I have going into this. Because as we all know, on Seanzviewent, I give my views, my opinions, commentaries, rumors, speculation. And I know right off the bat, I know Vince Russo isn't a big fan of the dirt sheets and the websites like that. But I come on here and give my opinion and my view of what I read and what I see and what I hear. And whether or not it happens or not is not up to me. So maybe I do pattern myself a little bit after Vince Russo, but it's not like I meant to do that. It's not like I'm trying to talk like him, act like him, look like him, mannerisms like him, just because I represent in New York. The bottom line is I am a Vince Russo guy, and sometimes here on Seanzviewent Entertainment, sometimes I can swerve you. Not like the swerving on the road when you're texting, okay? Because that's one thing I can't stand is the swerves on the road when you're texting. Because you almost swerve Seanzviewent Entertainment right off the damn intersection, off the highway, off I-95. And I'm sick and tired of seeing all these damn people texting. But at the end of the day, I'm a Vince Russo fan, supporter. I've watched his videos. I'm subscribed to him. And if you want to make up the comparisons that I'm like him or that I talk like him, at the end of the day, I take it as a compliment. Right or wrong or indifferent, on the fence, with me, against me, for me, it's all going to be here on Seanzviewent Entertainment. Subscribe.